Hey y'all, this is Casey. I am recording a video today on my thoughts on GBPAUD. I have been under the weather for the past few days and I started feeling better today, so I said, let me get on here and do a video. So let's take a look and see what this thing is doing. All right, you guys, so I am going to start my higher time frame. Let me adjust this mic. All right, guys, I'm going to start on my higher time frame and work my way down. For those of you who are new to the channel, what I am going to do is a top-down analysis on GBPAUD in order to figure out what I'm going to be on the lookout for. This video is not any type of investment advice or recommendation. I am simply showing you guys how I utilize the tools on various platforms and to conduct my analysis. And so that is what I'm doing today. So if you're wondering what I am posting right now, I am identifying and showing you guys what it is that I look for on each time frame. So this is called a swing high. For those of you who don't follow the channel and don't know, this is a swing high, and I identify a swing high and a swing low, which is the inverse of the swing high on each time frame. So I start from my weekly. Usually that's good enough to give me what I need. Sometimes I will go to the monthly, but for the sake of today, I am going to go to the weekly and identify these major reversal levels. So, excuse me. All right, so on this time frame, I am on the weekly. I've saved my time frames up here as favorites so I can easily access them and excuse me. And so I go in and I find my my levels with my horizontal ray. And for those again who are familiar with the channel, you guys know I like a fairly clean chart. And so what I go through and do is identify swing highs and swing lows. So automatically I'm visually attracted to this area right here. And I've got a template saved. This is long-term support. And I've got it color coded so that I can easily check when I'm on the go where price might be, and I can react accordingly. So I chose this level because I have a low center point, which is right here. I got two candles to the right that are, to my other right, the left, that are higher, and two candles to the right that are higher. And so I've chosen this level. And then I'm going to choose my extreme high, which is here. And I'm going to mark that as long-term resistance. And then I'm also going to mark this level here as long-term resistance. And I've chosen these because they are the inverse of what we chose for the swing low. High center candle, two candles to the left that are lower, and two candles to the right that are lower. Then I'm going to drop down to my next time frame. And I am going to identify the same. But first, I'm going to draw my zones. And I'm going from the top of the wick to the top of the body of the candle. And these are my zones because price comes to a zone and not a specific line. And I'm going to do the same at a 0. And y'all know I like somewhat of a clean chart. I'm a little bit OCD when it comes to that. So I am going to make sure that everything pretty much lines up with these boxes and lines. Okay. And so on this time frame, I'm looking for the same thing. I'm looking for swing highs and swing lows. Two candles to the right that are higher, two candles to the left that are higher. And I see right here, I have that. So I'm going to label this my daily support. And then I'm looking for something within the long-term resistance. And this probably needed to go here, but I couldn't see that there. It's still within the area, but I'm looking within my long-term zones for my next level. So my daily, I got a swing high, a swing low, and then this is like my next swing high. So I'm just going to drop this here, and then I'm going to draw my zone here. And I'm going to move this up, and I'm going to add a 0. I've got my template saved. And I'm going to do the same thing for down here. Add a 0. And I'm using TradingView today because I need something comfortable. And I'm still learning Smart Trader. So this is where I am. All right, so I've identified my daily zones, and now I need to identify my 4-hour level. And it looks like price rejected potentially off of that level. Let me just drop my horizontal line and see what's going on. Because I'm looking at this as a level. And here it's proven to be support. It was also support here, even though it kind of broke through a little bit of a fake out. Support, support, resistance, resistance. So this is an area I want to pay attention to. I'm just trying to go back in time to see if this is resistance again. I definitely see support. Yeah, this is resistance. So this is a zone that I want to pay attention to. So I'm going to get rid of this and grab my horizontal ray and here. And then I'm going to change this to 4-hour support. Yeah, actually, I'm going to move this. I know I'm not supposed to, but I'm going to move this. I'm going to make this my daily. We're going to make this a little smaller. Whew. Okay. And then I'm going to do my zone. And I actually probably am going to drop this too. And bring the zone up to cover this. Uh-oh. Cool. And zone. And make it black. 4-hour zone. And let me just line this up just a little bit better so it don't look super raggedy. This is a level. So swing high, swing low. What is that? 60 pips. Swing high, swing low, swing high. I'm gonna mark this as a zone, 4-hour zone. Oh, let me bring it down. Okay, and let me just add a 0 to it and bring this down. Uh-oh. Cool. I'm not gonna go too much lower than the 4-hour. And I just want to backtrack and see if we've hit an extension. So what I'm doing now is using my Fibonacci tool just to track all the way down to see if we hit an extension, and then I'm going to track all the way back up. In Smart Trader, this would be a little bit easier because you could just do one click and it would figure it all out. However, Smart Trader doesn't allow me to label my zones, just color code them. So as it stands right now, I am just most comfortable with TradingView. I probably will interchange between using them both. But I got swing high, swing low. I got to pull back to the 8.6. Take profit would have been here. That was hit. So then I'm going to go to my next one. I'm going to go to my C point, and that's going to be my new A, B, C. This was the take profit. That was the extension. It was hit. So let me remove that. And then let me track up here. This is on a smaller say blue, that was hit. Ooh, this is, let me reset this. That was hit, extension was hit. Okay. This is a little choppy. So we got A, B, and then it bounced off of the 38.2. So I would have known eventually this would have been the final take profit, which eventually price did get there, but it pulled back. So it bounced off the 38.2, and then it ended up pulling back to the 61.8, and it went to the 618 extension. I wish I would have been in that trade. This was almost a 500 pip setup. Ooh, let me see how long it took. So I probably realistically would have got in somewhere here. 37 days. So just a month. Wow. Okay. All right. So we hit an extension. To me, this appeared to be the correction. A, B, C, D. I thought, but it looks like I might be wrong. Yeah, so it pulled back here, and I thought, well, it did kind of come back. So the correction, it looks like this was a correction. I have A, then I have B. Here, let me line this up just a little bit better. A, B, C, pull back, right, to the D extension. It couldn't make it quite exactly, but it's in the zone, right? We're within 30 pips. And then it pulled back to the 38.2. So again, it tried to come down to this area, and it created a higher low. Right now is what it looks like. So it couldn't break through 4-hour support. So what I'd be looking for on this is a potential buy setup. Now I don't execute until I actually have confirmation, and for my confirmation, I'd be looking for a swing low. I'd look for a bullish trend line break, and then a back test or the backside test of the trend line in order to enter. So I'm just right now just drawing my trend lines. I'm going from swing high to swing high, and then I'm going to drop down just a little bit lower to try to see if I might be able to find an entry point sooner. Typically I'll go to like my 15-minute, and ooh, that was ugly. This is ugly. Oh, let me fix this. I'll go to my 15-minute to try to find an entry. And what you'll typically find is that price comes and tests. So it looks like this may have happened already. It may come down for a deeper retracement though. So yeah. So I did swing high. Let me fix this too. Swing high to swing high. Oh, we got the bullish break. And so price looks like it's in a zone, or it was just in a zone for a potential buy. So let me change this template to green. So this would have been my entry, but let me see. Yeah, that's a 38.2 pullback. It might come back all the way to the 68.1, or it may come back to the low and try to test that. But it looks like these are the next stops potentially. So let me get rid of the fib and let me figure out exactly how far price might travel. The next major like turnaround area is about the last high. So I would imagine that it's going to try to go and break this last high. And if it does break it, then I would anticipate a continuation up. But let me go back and let me see something. This was a swing high, or excuse me, swing low, swing high, right? And then a pullback to the 50% fib level, which takes us to 183. Price never got there. So it never, I mean, it came back. If we look, price came back to this zone. I don't know if this is still going to be the long term target. For the short term, though, I do see like price coming back to try to break this. And then if we get a break, then I would look for potential buy opportunities up to that 183 area, potentially. That means that, and Ryan taught me this, I am still trying to get good at this. And I think he's still trying to get good at it too. Remembering to check like fundamentals. In order for what I have said to happen, that means that the Aussie dollar would have to get weak in order for this to play out like long term, long term. So what I'm looking at though right now on this setup is a buy opportunity. So I'm gonna go with my long position tool. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, your stops are huge. They kind of are sometimes, and I'm just gonna stick with like my rule of thumb. That's a 71 pip stop. But for a 250 pip potential gain, it's 3-1. It makes sense for this trade to potentially execute. So this is what I'm looking for. I will draw out like my counter trend line just as monitoring that I don't get a break. If I get a break, then I know we're probably looking for a sell. So right now, though, it looks like we got the bullish break to the upside, and I am anticipating a potential buy. So for 249.50 pips or so. Anyway, anyway, let me know what you guys think. What are your thoughts on GBPAUD? What are you currently in right now on this pair? And how do you see this playing out? If this video was helpful to you, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It helps more people be able to see it. And if you are looking for a group of like-minded individuals who trade and mark up charts, and you're looking for some assistance or just to be around some really good energy, I definitely encourage you to check out our no-cost Forex Facebook mastermind group. The link is below the video. You just got to answer a couple questions